Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Alilopolis.
Fucking
Fucking
Craig.
Craig, motherfucker.
The hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. A campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth, and until myths are forgotten and the campaign that gave it birth comes again, and again the hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. Hitherto, we left the Rum Rollers as they set sail from Socrates to Chandar, the Red Dragon's island. Not far after splashing down from the cliffs of the Market District, the Rarlsons, Wisteria, Cat, and Hamilton rescue Olive from wreckage she clung to in the churning seas of Mittelmeer at night. Immediately taking to navigation for the Rum Rollers, and with a torque to match theirs, Olive quickly became part of the crew. Whereupon she attempted to direct Mime to steer around a giant hulking mass in the distance. Turning hard to starboard, the mass teleported directly in front of the ship before turning invisible. Cat was able to strike the air around it with a shattering thunderous blast while calling for all hands on deck. Wisteria brought to light the monster with her dancing fairy lights, and before them stood an enormous mass of writhing teeth and tentacles. Loading all the cannons, Olive, Hamilton, and Cat take aim at the wriggling mass of tentacles, while Captain Nuime, Rarl, and Wisteria rip into it with their magical prowess. Rarl, especially with his newly acquired fisticuff, ripping it nearly in half. Meantime, Frederick is awoken from in the depths of the crew corridors, and Zenora is alerted by Cat's call from the second deck, only bursting onto Adene's decks after the death of the tentacle creature. Having quickly dispatched the creature, they debate and successfully execute a plan to restore and capture the tentacle monster from its very quick death and put it into the bottle that once held Adune. Mime uses one of her cold purple crystals also to top off Adune's tank, where they set sail for the rest of the night in peace as the first fingers of light illuminate the horizon and a landmass off in the distance. Let's find out what happens this time. I don't know if that gave you guys all the right key points to remember where you were, but you guys find yourself on the deck of Adune.
Anybody else see this giant fucking volcano?
Yes.
And
Yeah, it's slightly large.
that's the landmass that you see off in the distance. It's quite
Is it
big.
active?
Yeah, there's smoke coming out of it, and there's definitely you can see some dribbles of lava coming off the top. It's not like exploding. It's just,
Bubbling.
yeah.
It's pre-exploding.
Ugh.
How nice.
Just a dribble.
Exploding, post-exploding.
You would say it's edging, if you will.
Mm,
You guys sail towards the island, or as
I mean, if a red
Hmm.
dragon were gonna live anywhere, wouldn't he live in a volcano?
Pretty sure, yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
the best way to approach a red dragon is? Like, do we just sail up and like knock on the door and be like, "Hey," or should we like do like smoke signals or like?
No, I think we should cover our bodies in this gold we brought.
yes,
Oh,
I would like that. I don't want to become fried chicken again.
Yeah, that way he doesn't immediately attack, because if he attacks, he's gonna damage the gold.
Should we have
Maybe not
like
cover our bodies. It would be difficult to cover our bodies with gold, but I think there should be a way for us to display that we are in possession of gold.
right, like hold the big chest on like a plinth or something and be like, look, gold, we're
So I
coming
don't
to
want it
give
to
it to you.
be. I don't want it to be easy for the dragon to snatch, right? Because then I'll just fly over and snatch the gold and take it. So we need to like keep the chest below deck, and just bring a portion of it above deck, where it
Do you
can be
think we're
seen.
going to, do you think he's going to come out to the ship?
Oh, I'm assuming the ship is going to get closer to the volcano.
Yeah, you guys do find yourselves. You know, just you only see the landmass in the distance, so you're probably quite a few hours out still.
Yeah, we should probably
looks
figure
very
out
big.
if the water is deep enough, like where Adune knows, right? I think how close she can get to the thing before risking scraping the bottom of her hull.
That is relatively unclear to me, as I can't see it. I can kind of sense the waters near to me, or if something touches me.
Ah, shit. Can anybody swim?
I'm a cat. I
Oh.
can, but I would prefer not to.
Well,
Do we have like a flag or something from like the queen, so that we can like be like, we are representatives of the queen, or should we just have like the nudie out and like
oh, that's true. So I
The
feel like we
nude
need to
on
use the
display.
nudie as like a maybe, but maybe that could be a bargaining chip. Maybe we don't want to.
or ooh, what about this? We go hunting for some sort of creature, right? Another creature, one that we don't want to keep. And we set up like a big table, like a banquet on like the deck of the ship or like on the shore, and then we have like a big dinner and we invite him down.
Oh yeah, maybe because I mean I'm sure he's. Right, it doesn't look like there's a lot of wildlife on that island. If that is where he
Right.
lives, I guess we should first confirm that that is where the red dragon is.
That's true.
Is there like a
Yeah.
mating call? Can we like? Like, is there a?
Do any
Is
of
there a
us
way
have any knowledge about such
on how to
things?
draw the dragon's attention?
Yeah, I would. To answer your specific question, that would be a history check.
Let's all roll history, everybody collectively.
I did come from a world of dragons and pirates, but
Shit.
I don't
You're
know if I
very
would know about
19.
seducing.
You
Maybe
mean
mine.
there wasn't any classes for that where you're from?
No, you come to it naturally. You stumble into a situation like that.
Oh, 28.
Ooh,
Nice.
7.
Oh shit, we totally know how to call to this dragon.
Hooty hoo!
Whoever cat
Weed.
picked that knowledge up, I'm not sure, but it is known.
I like to learn.
There is a cat dragon or a chicken dragon.
Did you switch mics there? All of you. We're getting feedback now. Oh, now it stopped. Okay, moving on. Yeah, Kat, you would know specifically probably more than everyone else who kind of just has a general understanding. Even it's very detailed information, so we're going to have to roll pretty high to get anything in that's pretty dang high with a 28. So you know from your studies that that dragons do have a mating ritual. I mean, everyone kind of knows that much at least. But it's usually entails different things for different dragons. Obviously, this being a red dragon, you know that they are pretty violent and very much do like to hoard gold and treasure, and for that reason, it's generally perceived as part of the mating ritual for a mate to show up at one another's nest with an exchange of brutality and gold.
Brutality and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So, is that how we want to get a hold of him? I don't know. We're not really gonna mate with him.
Yeah. Do we want to send that signal?
We're trying to insinuate that the queen wants to, right? We're bringing a fucking nudie.
Yeah.
True. But should we try to? What if we bring him? If he wants brutality, what if we bring him on the hunt?
Try that.
We also do have a giant tentacle monster that we could use, but so it's worth a lot.
Yeah, should we save that? Keep that in our back pocket?
Make an
would
episode of
prefer-
Godzilla out here.
Are you guys also, just so I'm aware, are you guys just sitting in the water then? Had Adune kind of pause at this location, or are you still slowly drifting towards the island?
I mean, should we circle it?
I think we want to slowly drift towards the island, but as captain, I'm going to be very cautious, right? I don't want to damage Adune, so I'm going to have Adune slow way the fuck down so that we don't accidentally, like, run her onto some rocks.
Okay. Yeah, you have control of the token. I think everybody does technically, but you
Oh,
being
really?
yeah.
I was gonna say, is that why I can see like all of Adune and all the water?
See all of Adune?
I
Yeah,
can
so do
show
we-
you the world.
Should we approach, like, directly, or should we circle and try to approach from this backside? It looks like, I don't know if that's, like, is this Mordor? Is this the entrance?
Didn't you
Um,
guys get a map of his island too? Adune
Did we?
Let me check.
Adune, you're so smart. Why do you don't even need a captain, Adune?
Yeah. Look at me. I am the captain. In the ship.
I can't find. They changed roll 20. Or am I crazy? Where's the handouts?
Chandar's Island.
Yeah,
Why can't I make this bigger?
you got to click on the map itself. I did figure that one out. Oh,
Ah,
why does it
Okay,
say?
there we go.
I just
Volcano
see an island.
Corso, Tail Cliffs, Beachhead. So we should land at Beachhead? I am guessing.
This more like sweet AI art.
No, I made this.
Nice.
Not the map. Sorry, I'm looking at the picture of the volcano.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Yeah. How do I see?
Yeah, I was trying to come up with something. It was in the meantime, so you guys could get like a visual on the island. But I eventually did get into Roll20, and I was like, oh look, I can just drop a volcano. Boom.
Boom, volcano.
Yeah. Oh, there's all kinds of rocks and bullshit. No good.
Uh-huh.
To be
As
very
you are-
careful, because, like, don't forget, we could not fight a baby red dragon. And, this is not a baby. We need to be
Yes.
very
Well, we're not-
specific
also
about how we
not-
approach this.
Yeah, not trying to fight. So can you ping for me, Josh, on the map where the tail cliffs are and where the beachhead is?
Tail, beachhead,
Because the
and
beachhead's north.
Mm-hmm.
south from your position.
go.
West from your position. But yeah,
Yeah, but like as far as the map is, like it's
I got you.
the north
Yep.
part of the island.
As you are getting closer, and you do see some of the dotted little islets. I don't know what tiny islands would be, but tiny islands all the way around that look like on the couple times that it has exploded in the past, this volcano has left debris behind big enough so that it created these small jagged areas. But there is one sort of path that's been navigable because you see another ship docked actually at this beachhead too.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
A
It's flying
second ship.
as
we
you're getting closer
recognize the ship?
to. No, it is about 2 times the size of a dune, but you do recognize flying on its flag that of a dragon's head. Red
Oh.
dragon's head.
I do want to note I appreciate that the island itself looks like a dragon, right? It has the beachhead
Mhm.
portion looks like a dragon's head, and the tail cliffs look like a tail, and the volcano's the torso. Anyway,
Huh?
I can put your button down there.
On the map.
Oh,
Handout.
the handout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at like the play
The
map.
volcano.
Huh?
Yeah. That's just like a mountain of volcano. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we're gonna approach where it seems safe, close to the beachhead. Does a dune have like a white flag? Not a white flag of surrender, I guess, but like whatever flag signals friendly.
I think
Or the
generally
queen?
what Sasrilla would do when she was captaining my ship, she would fly the flag at half mast and put a white flag over their flag. It wouldn't show, surrender. It would just show subservience slash friendly.
We wish to parlay.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
word I think she used.
Okay, so
Do we
may as
do
well
we
look
have any
around and-
idea of like what brutality thing we're going to give this creature? We have the gold, we have the nudies, but nothing brutal.
I guess we can start with the gold and the nudies, and if brutality is required, we can improvise.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, how much brutality do we need?
Because, like, what does brutality mean to a dragon? That's a question we need to answer.
Yeah,
I
like if
figure
we
like
can
a
just
joint
roast each
hunt,
other, we should.
like a team hunt. Would that be something that would work? I don't know.
Sure, probably.
I was gonna say we could
ask.
help.
All right, so I'm gonna like look at one of the Rorelsons, and I'm gonna point and be like, "Put the flag, white flag, our flag at half mast." Well, I'm sure Dune can put our flag at half mast, and we need to put the white flag up above it.
All
Aye,
three
aye.
of the others salute and start falling over each other to do it as well.
Mm.
As you're getting, actually, you know what? Roll me in athletics. We haven't rolled enough tonight already.
Oh no. Okay. 16.
You guys all start climbing up the ropes to get up to the top, as she's already lowering the first flag. Adune's wooden hands are coming off the mast and lowering it down, and you guys must be carrying the white flag and go to set it on the string. I don't know what the rope next to it. You could successfully. I mean, it's there.
Nice. Looks really boring. Should we put like a smiley face on it so like everyone knows we're friendly? Or is that like a different flag then?
I was gonna say I like the smiley face idea.
I want to see you do whatever you do to put a smiley face on that flag.
Sleight of hand or performance?
Plus
The
6,
worst that could
plus
happen.
6 either way, so let's go for it.
What did you say?
Natural
said-
20.
What's the worst that could happen?
26. I put a smiling cat head.
Beautiful.
A little cat
That should be
ears.
friendly enough.
It's even got a little bit of orange in it. You guys aren't quite sure where he got all of these colors or anything that he started using in there. But
I mean, they might be that color now, but they could fade to something very grotesque later.
I was waiting for like a shit brown smiley face. Like I don't know where these materials came from, but
yeah,
this is great.
I don't. Yeah, I guess, but maybe he'd been eaten a little bit differently that day to get those colors because that was a natural 20.
If it's the
Resourceful.
siblings that ran up there, they're utility, so they would have. I can't remember what the tools we gave them were.
Maybe paints or something.
Yeah. I'd have to look again, but it's either
Okay, I'm
ship
not gonna ask
brown or
questions.
or it looks good. One of the two.
Yeah, I'm not asking questions. I'm just appreciating the beautiful artwork we now have.
They get down and go wash their hands.
As you guys pull up onto the shore or getting closer to the shores, you do get a call off from the other boat, and they say, "Is that supposed to be a smiley face?"
And Mime's just gonna give him a thumbs up and some finger guns.
That's right. Dang. You're not a cat. That's a cat. I think there's a chicken behind that as well on your flag. What's up with that? And
It's a group
never
photo.
seen that. Never seen that one before. They're yelling at you too as you're pulling in, but I just didn't want to yell in everyone's ear.
I appreciate that.
Yelling at us about our smiley face and chicken flag.
What scrubs? Is he on the passenger side?
Shit, that took me off guard.
Passenger side of the ship.
That's what my brain did, but then it finally clicked with the song. Shit. And he goes. He's not on the passengers. He is on the port side though, if that's any consolation.
Maybe we can restyle the song. I don't really want to yell back, so I'm gonna look around at everyone and see if anybody feels compelled to answer.
Artist answer.
Do what now?
I say the artist answers.
Oh, it's
Oh.
a group photo. We pop over the edge and I hold the cat up. See? We smile.
I can just imagine just like these great sounds as all your heads like pop up over the edge.
I bagawk just as they hold me up into the air.
And you guys realize as you're getting closer to the individual that you're talking to, being largely humanoid size, is a little bit shorter on the shorter end, but they are dragon scaled, and though they aren't dragon kin, they're kobolds, you see. And they're red kobolds running around on deck and offloading the ship, it looks like. And another one comes up to the first one and shoves him out of the way, basically, and says, "I ain't care about your goddamn self-portrait. What the hell are y'all doing here?" It's got like a little captain's hat on, being all self-important.
At this point, Mime's gonna run over to the side and be like, "We come to offer the dragon, the red
Chandar.
dragon. Does he have a name? I forget. Chandar, the great and mighty Chandar. An offer."
Oh, you be here for Chandar, eh? Well, I best not be messing with you, because if one of my crew here, and damn well sure they would, so they could take my captain hat, tell him before I do, I'll just best be letting you all take it straight to Chandar himself. You're gonna have a little bit of a hike ahead of you, though, up the island's head here, and just across one of the fingers into the mouth of the volcano.
Into the
thank
volcano.
you for that information.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any best practices or tips and tricks for how to approach Chandar, or how to open conversation.
As you guys are gliding in closer to it, Adune starts to go, "Oh, I'm starting to beach!" And you feel the ship
Uh-oh.
and beach itself on the as you see Adune now on the island, which is basically half the ship on the beach, and she stops moving. But he goes on to say, well, the tips and tricks you ask, well, best things to be knowing, I guess, is from here to there, you're going to want to be watching out for goblins. Most of my crew won't mess with you too much. You're looking like a mighty strong bunch now that you're a little closer, so I wouldn't be worried about either. But, there's some squabbles between us and the orcs. They were here first, or at least so they claim, before Chandar was kicked out of his original home back there over in Gargant. From the it's a touchy subject. I wouldn't mention the professional necromancy called around him is all. Those PNC bastards.
Those bitches.
All right, that is very good information. Thank you very much. And then Mime is gonna look down at Adune and very nervously and anxiously like touch the railing and stroke the railing. Be like, Adune, are you okay? Did the beaching hurt? Or do you need anything?
Oh no, it was quite pleasant actually. I haven't had my hull scraped like that in a little while.
Ahoy!
Wait, I have a question. Adune, you had to bring the flag up. You had little wooden hands come out of the ship. Could you make yourself little wooden legs?
If they just wouldn't be able to support my bulk, I fear.
Oh.
It would take a lot of mass to lift this mass.
Well,
Loving these shit puns.
soon Adune's gonna have wings, so
Yeah, I just like the idea of a centipede ship.
that would be incredibly epic.
Instead of feet, though, it's all hands.
On deck.
uh,
Yeah, I'll see myself.
But
Off the ship or
Yes.
falls backward into the sand. If you're doing that, you can roll. You can roll performance.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's make stuff happen.
$24. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm picturing too, anyways, that you guys were all chatting and getting up close to the edge, and what had happened was there was still a couple kobolds off to the side that were offing a ladder over to you guys, and you look down and then stand right next to them and kind of tip your hat to everybody as you just fall backwards, and you guys all look down and you did a backflip and landed on your feet, and as Hamilton.
Swirl around to face him. Tips my hat to him, like you said. Good morning to you. My name is Thomas.
Flooding.
Good morning. Good morning, sirs. The 4 cobalt that it takes to move this ladder, or 3 cobalt, we'll say. Yeah, it's 4. There we go. They move it. They set it in place after a slight pause and startlement from your surprise landing. It was a mighty fine trick.
Thank you. The longer I stick around, I might teach you something.
Oh, we ain't too good at learning. And they just turn back around and hut back over to the group to start keep moving bigger boxes. It looks like these boxes are about the size of all 4 of them put together. So it takes all 4 of them to move a crate at a time. And there's I didn't want to populate all of this, but they're doing this on and off the trip, the ship, and it looks like there is a bit of a tent set up just off the ship there too. That they've set up a little bit of a camp on the beach.
Okay.
babe, look at her.
Cool.
Very.
You
Yeah.
hear some goats bleating too off in the distance.
Someone get that goat a band-aid.
Where's Hamilton? This is me, right? Where's
I
Hamilton?
just assumed I was right with them.
You are. I just didn't grab.
I see Ralston's and Cat.
Did it?
I think that's me, May.
It's not working. There it goes.
Yeah.
There.
Man.
You guys can all see and
Cool.
move your tokens now too.
Yes.
Yes. Ooh. Including a Dune, apparently.
Sorry.
I'll just lock that into place. Just give me 1 second here.
Ow, my head!
I was wondering why there was this line anyway.
Advanced locked position. There you go. You shouldn't be able to move it now.
Okay. Nope. There's just a big lock that shows up. Okay. All right, crew. Do we have provisions? This might take us a couple of days. I want to make sure that we don't starve.
I was gonna say
I'm
we
very
should bring
concerned
our
about having enough
we should
food.
bring him like an offering of goats.
I mean, but those aren't our goats. I do see these like giant ass crabs all over the place. Maybe we should
There
get some
are a
crabs.
couple of them scuttling around on the beaches. Some of them walk up to a dune. They're big by regular standards for sure. They're like 5 foot, but they're not too big that some of the like Hamilton couldn't just jump up and squash
Ooh.
them.
Wait, they're 5
What if we
foot.
did like a surf and turf meal for him?
Like not
Yeah.
the main body mass, like the spread of their arms, like and legs.
Whole thing. Yeah, they take up pretty
Think of
much
like a
the
king
square.
crab.
I was gonna say that they sound like they're bigger than cat.
They are.
Okay,
Yes, they are.
good to know. Might have to pick a fight with a crab.
I like the surf and turf idea. What do you guys think?
Fireballing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this a lot. So, if the Rarlsons would be so kind as to capture some crabs,
Oh, I bet that's
Um,
very
capture
entertaining.
them or kill them. Or I don't. Do we want? It might take us a couple days to get up there, so I don't think we want them dead yet. I think I'm going to continue this this trend of capturing things alive.
And saving them for murder later, for later murder.
How do we store them then? There's not like a little like dock town, is
Good
there?
question.
Dock town here? No.
Huh. It's just the one ship of
Well,
kobolds.
we need to take them with us.
Yep. There's a lot
I
of
was
them.
thinking if we could buy like a wagon to throw all this shit in.
There's a lot of them milling about, but they mostly seem to be doing their own labor.
We could take an empty barrel from a dune and just put the crabs in there and just roll the barrel around. I'm sure they'll live long enough.
When did I get a bubble?
Yeah, that's the bubble wand that you use to put the creature in there. I made it for you finally and put it in your inventories all.
Oh, right. Okay. This is great.
Can we choose which plate we teleport to when leaving a dune?
Are you asking, or are you finding out? Because that's usually how I'm going to answer that too.
That's fair. I will approach. I think it's Cat who's got the plates, right?
Has
I know
one
I
of
have-
the plates.
I was gonna say I have one plate.
Approach. Be like, hey, just wondering, could we leave like a plate here and take one with us so that we could teleport like back and forth?
Yeah, I think that's a good
Well,
idea.
that would be smart.
And then we could capture some of these like crabs, put them in the ship, see if we can buy some goats, put them in the ship, get to the.
Ooh, guys, do we remember the last
Oh, go ahead.
place? Sorry. You are correct. We should do this. Do you remember the last place we left a soul spike?
I
Have we ever
Oh,
left
it
a
was
soul
back
spike
on
anywhere?
that tree.
put a soul spike in Jarvis's room at the plush pig. Yeah, because I really
That
liked
was
that
smart.
room, so I was like, if something happens, I want to come back here.
I don't remember ever placing mine,
I don't
but I could be
remember
really wrong.
Anybody placing theirs, I just had placed mine because I was like, we really need to do this sometime because I had passed them out a while ago.
I would suggest adding it to as like a custom note to that
Yeah.
object. But I do remember what you're saying too, Hamilton. The first time you'd gotten it yours, you placed it back in the fissure.
Yeah. So can I have a new one, please?
It's not.
So it does say the return point may
Yeah,
be
so
relocated
it wasn't like
at
a
any
place
time.
the spike and leave the spike. It's more of like you take the spike and you just poke it into the ground real quick and reattach it to your necklace.
Oh, okay.
So I am gonna do that real quick.
Hey!
On a Dune. I'm gonna ask a Dune first if it's okay if I put a soul spike on a Dune.
I don't know what that means, but okay, I guess. I trust you.
Oh. I hope this doesn't hurt.
Please let us know if it hurts.
Yeah, because I had the same idea.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we can both do that at the same
Yeah.
time. So I'm gonna run back up this ladder
Follow my captain.
and oh. Place it here on the front of the ship.
Okay.
Hopefully Adune didn't feel anything.
You haven't done it before, but Hamilton, you have, and you know there's kind of a ringing sensation through your body as you do it when you place it into something. And so you know that it took effect, but you do hear Adune go, "Oh, that was a weird sensation."
I will also do that.
I guess I have to say the words I swear to protect and preserve.
I'm gonna go below deck and spike it in the floor where in my room.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
you guys got soul spikes? What are those?
It is a trinket for a necklace. That lets us respawn at a certain point in case we meet an untimely demise.
Nice.
Forget exactly when you guys have gotten those, to be honest. I know it was back in the fissure. I wanted to say it was from Das the monk, or potentially actually, you know what? It was probably from one of the chests of desire, just in that Temple of Light.
I think so too. But yeah,
Or
like
Temple of the
remembering
Moons.
the exact date is hard.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, because I think you got yours, Hamilton, and then immediately stuck it in the ground, basically, after understanding it.
Yeah, because we was in that tree and we had like the Canadian disco. Memories. Toast to that with a handful of Skittles.
My notes from the early stages of this game is just, but they're just great. Anyway, okay, so place this soul spike. We have provisions. Are we catching some crabs? I don't know how we're gonna transfer. So barrel. So I'm gonna, I guess, go back up on a Dune while I'm on a Dune. Ask a Dune very nicely for an empty barrel. No, plates. Do we want to put crabs in the barrel before we leave so what we can like teleport back and be like, look, here's crabs in the barrel? Or do we want to wait until we need
We
them
should
and come back? And
probably have
capture
them in like a barrel, right?
Yeah, keep them
Because otherwise we're gonna be
as
like,
fresh
oh,
as
one
we
second,
can in
we'll
the
bring
barrel.
them.
not dead in the
Yeah.
barrel, but alive in the barrel.
Yeah.
Just unhappy.
Yeah. Maybe we can like anchor the barrel to a dune as well as like the bottom of the water. We can like weigh it down. So it's attached to a dune, but it's in
Make
the
like
water.
a little like underwater cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crabs like that, right?
I mean, we could probably just capture some naturally if
They
we
wanna
built
be in the
like a
water?
crab cage and put something in there.
Does anyone know?
So I'm gonna ask a dune. Like a dune, do you know what a crab trap is? Or like a
I've seen
structure for
one
trapping
before,
crabs?
but Yes, I don't think I have any myself.
Oh, so could you create one
I
for us?
don't think I
If
have
not,
the
that's fine.
knowledge for that.
Okay. Well, do you mind if we
Not at
use one
all.
of your
And
barrels?
you see,
An empty
or
barrel?
rather, hear inside of the ship a thunk, and then rolling sound and dunk, 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 as it's coming up the steps and up to the deck side, and you see the arms pushing the barrel along the deck, and the wooden arms. It gets up right to the edge of the ladder. Shall I just push it overboard or into the sand? It shouldn't. It's pretty
Will it
stout.
break?
And she
Then sure.
rolls
Yes,
it off
please.
the edge into the sand.
Nice.
Amazing. You're the best. You're such a boss, Aduna. Anything we can do for you before we go
Some of
try
my
to
hull's still a bit
talk to this dragon?
slimy from that tentacled creature.
Oh.
Perhaps you
You
could
can leave my
acquire some-
siblings here to clean
Oh.
you.
That would be delightful if they're so willing. I mean, perhaps they could work something out with the fellows we've just met there too to make a timely matter of it.
Sure.
I really like Carlson's
They
voice
begin
with
cleaning
you.
Aduna the old-fashioned way.
Oh.
This takes forever. It's so gross.
But they don't stop.
We're gonna have such bad hair, boss.
Oh, they're gonna be a horrid color.
And splinters on your tongues.
Should we try to buy some of the goats from these people or trade for them? Like, what's a high commodity item that Aduna could make, or that we have on hand? We have gold. Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
have
true.
gold.
And they're little dragons. I bet they really like gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have gold and silver.
I also have some gold. All right. This.
So should we capture crabs first, or should we negotiate for goats?
I have
first?
one.
Also, do we know where both plates are?
I have the other. It's still, I believe, in the crew quarter.
Okay. Thank you, Adina. Cool. Yeah, sorry that I disrupted that chain of thought earlier. Okay, let's fill this barrel with crabs.
Yes, let's do this.
Huzzah.
Survival.
Is this just something we have to roll for, Josh? How do you want us to...
Oh.
Yeah, because it's kind of like capturing food, or like if you
Survival.
were out in the woods and you were just hunting for mushrooms, kind of deal. Same thought
It is.
process.
A 16 for me.
Mime's gonna aim
Okay.
for catching 3 crabs, so I'm gonna roll 3 times.
I'm just looking. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 rolls currently for. That's what I'm roll. How many I'm going to roll then? 2, and they're going to correspond directly. Oh. First roll was
Give me
16
1
from. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Was for Captain Mime's 16 and a 14. You're setting the example by going after one of the wily ones, and you go to grab for it, and it goes to pinch for you at the same time, and you grab its one of its other legs just nimbly and hold it up so that it can't do anything by its one leg that you grabbed it on. The next one, though, Cat, you go into. Oh no! Wow, look at that. You go in to grab for. Oh, how are you doing that, Cat? I need some descriptors there. That was a little bit easier for.
It probably involves magic.
Yeah.
I'm
what you
guessing I
doing?
would just use like mage hand to just like corral the creature around until I could
Okay.
get a hold of it again with mage hand. Cause like, how much does this crab weigh?
Oh, they're getting up there. They're hefty boys. Crap way. Yeah, you're looking at above your threshold, isn't it? 5 pounds, I think it is.
10 pounds is all that the mage hand can do.
10
So,
pounds? It can do 10 pounds? Okay.
Mhm.
So you go for a smaller one with the intent of being able to make sure, because the bigger ones are way up there, getting close to 20 pounds. Just FYI, king crabs. Fun fact.
yeah, I would just definitely go for a small one.
um,
I let people with opposable thumbs try to handle the larger ones.
and you use a similar tactic after watching Captain Mime and are holding it up with the mage hand, like,
I got it.
um, and then I see you got an 11 there, Mime, and the next one you go up to after throwing that first one into the barrel, you go to dive for it because it was trying to move faster and quicker and quicker and quicker away until you were basically running after it, and you whiffed in the sand. And then the last one, you unburied by landing on it in the sand, and you go, "Oh, look, here's one right here," and it's not moving currently. You're wondering
Oh.
whether or not you killed it, or just stunned it. Could you roll some an unarmed strike just for funsies damage there, Mime?
You're showing muted on my screen.
Oh yeah, same.
Does she have to walk away with the dog for a moment?
Perhaps, or she's got some technical difficulties. I'm not seeing any notification otherwise. But anyone else want to roll? You got 3 crabs currently.
Sure, we'll try. I look on Adune's deck for some sort of net.
There isn't anything on the deck that you're seeing unless you're counting the rigging as netting, which is the stuff that you use to climb up the mast. And some of the stuff that's holding down any of the cargo that's up here. Are you saying anything out loud? Or just looking around?
I'll ask Adune. Hey, Adune, do you have any nets or something like that we could use? Because this would be much easier with like a net.
Oh, of course, dearie. I have a couple of those. What sort of net are you looking for?
Something that can catch a big crab on the sand. Maybe like
Big
2 people hold it and like they run forward and like sweep it up type of thing.
Well, I could give it to you for this, but it is not intended for its use. You got to be careful to not make sure not to get it caught in its claws, or otherwise it'll break.
What is it?
It's a net. It's just
Oh.
intended for fish.
True. Sure.
And you hear some bustling about before coming out, passing from one hand to another that keeps popping up on the deck. A net that's folded up into a nice square that it holds it up in front of you for. It's a
Thank
pretty
you.
big.
I bow to Adune. And then me and one of my siblings will run, each of us holding one end of the net to like swoop on one of these things. And the other two will hold big sticks and run up to non-lethally try to knock them out.
Six. I feel like that should be a thing.
Non-lethal? It's just something you call out.
Oh,
Like
the
you do the
non.
damage and then it...
Yeah, I know the
Or are you talking about
non-lethal.
net?
I'm talking about the like as a weapon. A stick should just be like something that's.
Club?
Oh yeah, you could use a club, I guess. Because you've got proficiencies that are associated, or deficiencies, as the case may be, for the weapon.
They have simple weapons, so they can use a simple club. They pick
Cool.
up some sticks. What do you want me to roll?
Well, that would be to hit with the clubs.
I don't know if we need to catch one first.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you were gonna do it the other way around. I misinterpreted. I thought you were gonna try and like club it so that it was stunned, and then throw a net over it, try to pick it up.
Nah, if it's stunned, I can just pick it up. I'm trying to catch it so it doesn't run away.
Okay.
But we have feline agility, so we're gonna like run really fast.
There's one that's a ranged thrown here that I have. It's a standard ranged weapon, which is usually a dexterity based of a net. I don't know if you see that on your side or not.
Let's see.
I found it on Roll20 then instead of D&D Beyond actually though too.
Manage inventory. Can I just add net?
Yeah, should be able to.
Net. Add to equipment. Equipment. Net. Action. Net.
I can action my net.
17.
Oh yeah, that captures it quite neatly.
And then the other two run up and, or other two or three if I'm throwing it, will run up and start hitting it non-lethally until it's unconscious.
Yep. Go ahead and try. Swing that club.
Let's see. No effect. Decent check. Huh. All right.
Oops.
Don't have that, so I'll just do an unarmed. 18, 21, and 16.
Oh, yeah, all of those hit for sure. As it's getting
Alright.
clubbed, though, it does get a hold of the net and pinch some of the net apart.
Ah! No!
It rolled a natural 20. Sorry.
No, Dune said not to let that happen. Shit. I'll have to fix it. I look over my shoulder at Dune. It's fine.
I trust you.
We start sweating.
You can roll the damage for those. I know it's non-lethal, but
Roll. 8.
the first one you hear. Only got 2 health points, by the way.
Oh, I mean, as soon as it goes unconscious, they would stop hitting it.
Okay. Yeah, the first one immediately. You're wondering whether or not you've broken the shell, though, too.
Oh, shit. I put the little dirt on it there to cover it up. It's fine. I take the net.
Still twitching in the net.
And I unravel it from the net and go to deposit in the thing and be like, I'm going to hold on to this net for like a hot second, you know?
Yes.
I'm gonna go buy some goats, and I take the net and I start walking towards the kobold ship, and then you can do something else with someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, you see on the front of the ship, besides the boxes too that they're taking out some statues and other goods. It looks like that belonged somewhere else before. They definitely don't fit here. Although at the front of their ship, they do have a very immaculately carved sea wench. It looks like of some sort with a trident. Anyways, Hamilton, you going after some of these crabs?
Yeah, might as well.
How you doing, buddy?
Are the crabs aware of?
I mean, they are, but they're just kind of out and about doing their own thing. You know, they're not if you're just walking around and trying non-threat, right? If you're trying to sneak, if what you're saying,
Yeah.
if maybe that's what I'm picking up, then I would ask for a stealth in that regard, because if you are just kind of walking around, they do move away from you in general.
Say, because I would try to sneak up beside one and just lunge at the same time and grab both claws with each hand.
Okay. Survival check with well, roll me a stealth first, and then yeah, perfect. 26. Yeah, roll that now. Roll that survival with advantage. Shit. You you're doing good. You're sneaking all the way up behind the crab.
Oh, no.
You can go ahead.
Good.
You can describe it if you want. Yeah.
No, I thought I had animal handling, but I don't, because I was going to argue if I could use that instead.
Oh, I got you. No, in this particular case, I would and say for how you're doing it, you would probably want to use animal handling if you were trying to lure it in some way, or yeah, that would be my general rule of thumb at least. And it's usually, I mean, you could try it for the next one if you're trying to be a little bit more strategic with it in a different fashion, but for all intents and purposes right now, as you are leaning forward to kind of grab onto the back legs of the crab, you misjudge slightly as you go in for the lunge, and your foot slips on the sand, and you eat a face full of sand before you look back up and see the crab skittering away.
Well, I tried. Yeah, it has something to do while I'm spitting sand out of my mouth.
You could go for a couple of them, how like Mime did.
Okay, well, I'll just try to, as I'm laying there face down, I'll try to like barrel roll behind another one stealthily.
That time it definitely notices you. Starts skittering away.
So stealthy.
Shadow.
Then fine, I'll use my cunning action to dash towards him
Oh, okay.
and try to do the same thing. Try to grab both claws with my hand.
That would be in that one's case, then maybe do an animal handling if you like.
I mean, they're both +1.
Oh, okay. Oh, 19. So that time you grab a hold of both of its back legs there, the furthest back legs, and you're holding it up like, ha-ha! While it's trying to, holding it away from yourself too, presumably, while it's trying to claw at you.
Oh yeah. I'll just march back triumphantly to the barrel, holding. Please, hold your applause. Hold your applause. It's only one, just one.
And you dunk it into the barrel with the other four that are in there now. The one on top, though, is looking a little worse for wear.
I,
So you guys good with 4, or are you gonna keep crab hunting?
I mean, like, how much, like, how big is this dragon? Like, Is
How many
4
crabs can a
going to be
dragon
more
eat?
than? Yeah, 4 seems like it would be less than a mouthful, right?
Are you asking the kobolds while you're over there, or your
I can
companion?
ask him that. Yeah. I mean, I'm meta asking because I'm not there, but
Mhm.
so I'll shut up.
At Mime, you doing anything else there?
Sorry, I've been talking, but my
You got,
headset's muted. So did Mime
You
successfully
tried
get
for
2 or
4
just
and
1?
got 3, so you only missed the 1, I think, because yeah, that's what happened because Cat got 1 and you got 3, and then the Robinsons got 1 and Hamilton got 1. So actually, we're up to 6. No,
Yes.
how does that? Yeah, that maths
So
out, right?
Mime's
Yeah,
gonna.
right.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay. So Mime's gonna look around at their compatriots' valiant efforts and applaud these, but look in the barrel and
Okay.
think that we're still missing a few. So I'm gonna look for 3 more.
I will help. And again, just use my mage hand.
Huzzah.
If possible, my siblings will each give the help action to these guys while I go talk to the kobolds.
Okay.
So that would give you guys advantage
Oh yeah.
as they have the ability to dash really quickly. So they like head them off, or like they're just like little sideline field boys running where they need to.
We'll say for flavor then too. Then the strategy seems to work very good because you're having one of the Rarlsons run out in front of the crab, and as soon as it's or run behind the crab, and as soon as the crab turns away to run away, is boxed in by the other person that's trying to catch it because each one of your guys' rolls succeeded. So you guys have got another 3 for a total of 9 crab, or 4 for a total of 12 crab now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You should all be able to control this barrel too. Oh, this is just my notes. I wonder if there's
Yep.
details, tool tips,
Barrel rolling.
name. Nope. We'll just say that it's about half full with the 12 crabs that are shoved in there, kind of. So a 24 out of 12.
A big barrel.
And
If you want brutality, we could bring like a big pot and he could watch them boil.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
just for your
Right?
reference, the general size barrel in like the normal size, the
Yeah.
regular size is 53 gallons.
How big is how much does a dragon eat? That's my question.
Yeah.
A lot.
So I guess the question is, how many goats are we bringing? Do we want it to be half surf and half turf, or can it be more turf and like
We'll see
surf
how many
flavor?
the kobolds want to sell. Do we have anything to trade these guys, or just gold?
They probably like gold.
I should be able to hover over the barrel now too and see.
Yeah.
Also, I can't move my tokens, Josh.
After you just moved them?
Hmm?
Oh no, you haven't moved them at all. Okay.
Nope.
Same thing probably has happened because I used pulled them from the side. They don't have their vision on either.
We can't see.
Yeah, Mime doesn't really have any good inventory items right now.
We've got. Ooh, we've got the
Start
the
looting something.
flesh of the tentacle thing that we cut off.
Like almost 500 pounds.
So, how much?
Said like almost 500 pounds.
That would be a good surf. Like that's a nice addition. Though I definitely still want to keep the skin.
What about cookies? I still got 22 cookies in my bag from the market.
Who
That's a
doesn't
good.
like
Yeah.
How about now?
Cookies for goats?
True.
I guess it depends on when the last time they
The
had
cookies
dessert
for the
was.
goats is actually probably a really good idea.
Yeah, let's start with cookies, and if they don't like those, then we'll do gold.
I boldly walk towards the kobold camp.
Can you control it now?
Let me check. Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stop to admire this big statue.
Seems to be a statue of some sort of deity, you only presume, just because it's enameled in gold and like 25 foot tall.
I've seen deities. This thing is not a god.
Yeah,
It
you're
is just
probably
this statue.
not a fan of it because it's got a bit of a dog shape to it.
My hair like jumps on end as I move past it. Hello. Wait, do I go this way? The tent's over there. These are just the workers. I need to talk to the boss. Hello.
What? You see somebody sitting at a desk, and they turn to look over their shoulder at you that you're approaching them.
I wave.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello again. And it's the guy with the hat.
Me and my friends were wondering, would you be up to trade for some of your goats?
My goats.
We wish to make a surf and turf dinner for the dragon, and we need the turf part of it.
Oh yeah, shit out of luck, my lady. It's those goats are off for Chandar. They already belong to him.
Oh,
Oh, they belong to Chandar.
Oh, well,
That's
perfect.
true.
We
Are
can
they
just-
going to
we can just
Chandar
ferry them
now?
to Chandar,
Well,
right?
I mean, I was gonna, take my cut, as we all belong to Chandar here. But he's fair with his
Yes.
fair with his ways, and we generally do get at least one goat to ourselves.
Well, of course. What was your cut? Perhaps we could save you some time. I could give you the money for the goats that the Chandar would give you, and we will
Money?
deliver them henceforth to Chandar.
His ears perk up at that. We don't get paid.
Oh.
He
What
he
about
says
the cookies?
he like shushes you and then like waves you in closer.
I lean in closer, looking at his hands to see if he's got a knife.
You could roll an insight if you really want, but he doesn't look threatening at this time. He just looks kind of startled and excited.
Oh, okay.
And when you lean in, then he starts whispering in your ear of, well, I just don't want any of the other crew to know. We'd be the captain
Oh.
of this vessel, and as captain, I think any right to any money should be mine. Perhaps that I can buy myself out of my own service. That's not something we are ever allowed to do here. But
You are a
between
wise
lads.
man. You are a wise man. How much would it be for you to buy your way out of this service?
Oh, well, Chandar does not bargain cheap, especially for one of his top crew here. And he like I said, he does provide for us, so it's not like we need anything outside of what we have here. But sometimes a man wonders, So I think though I'd heard a story that he'd let one of us go for 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold. Wow, that's
that
a
goat-
pretty penny.
He leans back though, and he goes, "I understand. Well, I could let you have a few of the goats though, if you're willing to take them up there. For our cut, which usually would be uh, uh, it's a half a goat per goat, so we'll just keep the goats that we get usually, and you can take the rest up there. I think there's we got about 50 of them on board here, so that are
Sure.
that are Chandar specifically.
That would be great. I have a question though. If you were to say be able to leave the Chandar service, would that include your ship?
He
Would you
looks
be
around.
free with your ship to
He
sail
looks
the seas?
his eyes go back and forth because he'd leaned back and started talking normally again, and he looks around to see if anyone else is listening, and he just he just kind of shakes his head left to
No.
right, and then it says, "I would never leave," out loud in a very bolsterous voice. "I would never leave Chandar's service. He's a wonderful. The immaculate Chandar provides for us all."
Of course he does. He's a great guy. I heard he's really good at karaoke.
Actually,
Very well.
funny enough that you say. You will
Oh,
probably run into the exact thing that he ropes you into.
but he likes karaoke?
Oh yes, I'm surprised you didn't. If you'd have come over just a little while ago, you'd have seen that volcano shaking with his singing.
Really?
That singing
You
sounded like it
seem
had a question mark at the end of it.
Yeah. You seem to know quite a bit about this, Chandar.
Yes, yes, he's quite benevolent, and he'll
Hmm.
take quite a lot of us under his wing, especially those that do the job right for him, like I have been doing as I captain this ship, the wonderful vessel.
I see. And you think he would be up for some sort of like agreement where we both make money?
Oh, he loves money.
I don't doubt it. Okay. Yes, we will take the half of the goats up to Chandar for you.
Good luck.
And
If you lose any of them up through the pass and to any of the orcs, or sorry, I mean goblins, though, they're going to that usually comes out of our hide. So I don't know how he'll charge you for that.
I think it should be okay. He likes them alive or like
Oh yes.
okay, so preferably alive, like not like made in like into a recipe or like some big like roasted or okay. It was very nice to meet you. If you ever see us on the high seas, please do not attack us. We will be friends. And I will talk to my friends because I don't have. I look around what we talked about earlier on me, but maybe they will decide that is a course of action that is relevant, and we'll decide upon it further. I try to be
That
nondescript.
seems fair. Perhaps we can do business in the future, if nothing else. In my travels, I fancy myself rather a merchant for Chandar, more or less. And you can call me Gulliver.
Alva. That's a beautiful name. All right, bye. And I run as fast as possible away. Rejoin the others. Eh. Eh. Hey,
Okay.
I think we're going to get 25 goats. They're technically already Chandar's, so we're just bringing them to him. They say it is dangerous to bring them up the mountain to him, though. But if we can use the plate somehow, then we would probably be in a pretty good spot.
So we could just put them on the boat.
That's what I'm thinking, but like we have to make sure the goats can go through the plate so that they can travel from the boat to the plate with at Chandar's. unless anyone has like a big bag. Like if we have like a bag of holding, we could like shove the goats in there and then just walk through and then like release the goats within 10 minutes.
I was gonna say I do have a bag of holding. I was like, can we just put live animals in it?
I think so. You can. It's just they have 10 minutes of oxygen before they die. So if you just go through, if we're there and you go through and then grab them, put them in the bag, several people probably, and then just like teleport back through the plate and then be like, here they are, and then pop them out.
Okay.
Chandar
Look-
said, or that guy said that Chandar likes karaoke too. So I don't know if we have any things for that.
I look over
Gold
at
or
Hamilton. Like, I think you got this.
Oh, what?
The karaoke part.
I needed more of the courage before I could do that. It's a bad time, too much of the dark rum. Like visibly nervous singing in front of people.
Aw, you shy.
we'll be among friends.
We're among friends.
I know. Plus, we have that big tentacle play with the crabs too. So I don't know. Maybe we want to take a second and like skin it.
I mean,
So,
then that's probably like
Maybe,
a
like, makes-
delicacy he's not had before.
Maybe like make some big sushi rolls.
Oh
nice
yeah.
calamari for him.
Mm.
He's probably not used to
Maybe we should make
recipes, like you were
him
saying.
gumbo
He
or
probably doesn't
something
get like prepared food.
out of all the seafood. Oh.
We could just put
We
a
could do
little bit
that.
of cinnamon on this, and he'll think it's heaven.
Adune chimes in and goes, I'd be glad to do any of the cooking. You might have to tell me these recipes you're talking about, though. Sushi's easy enough.
We could just store it in the bag of holding then and take it out.
We could.
It'll be
Yeah.
stay fresh. Yeah, let's do that. We'll skin the thing, and then Dune can whip it up into some delicious thing. And then we bring the goats and the crabs and the and this to him,
Yeah,
and
we have crab meat.
with the gold and the nudies and the promise of more gold in the future, I think we've got a shot.
The
Mhm.
nudies. Did I miss something?
We got we had a little one shot of the Rarlson siblings going into the city, or having a nudie of the queen painted,
Oh. All right, I like it.
For just
because
such
we
an
heard
occasion.
well, the dragon's got a crush on her, I think, or they dated or something.
Yeah, he sent her like dirty paintings of himself.
Yeah. So we've got one for him. Not
Lie to
technically
him.
from the queen, but
He
Well-
doesn't need to know that.
Yeah, what if we lie and say it is from the queen?
we could say that. And the queen is the queen, so she might be into it.
I mean, yeah.
And even if she's like, no, I didn't do that, you'd be like, Queenie, 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 you were drunk that night. Yeah.
Plush pink pig. Do you know what happens with
True.
a plush pink pig?
I mean, the backdrop is at the plush pink pig.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Who has the best survival for skinning this giant leviathan tentacle?
Not it.
Yeah, mine's only a 2.
You have a +6. I think you're definitely the
I have
best.
+6.
We will.
Yeah.
Cheer you on.
Yeah. I get. Well, Joss is the.
Should I roll now?
Yeah, might as well. Are you?
Oh.
It was still mostly residing
23.
on Adune's deck at the time. Oh no, wait. You know where it's at? It took me a second to remember, but it's in Frederick's inventory. He'd slurped it up into his.
Dimensional bag.
Yeah, he ran across the boat, and I was like,
Let's ransack his bag.
We'll let him know. Be like, hey, we need this.
okay.
Finger guns.
You
Is that stealing? Are we stealing from him?
No, we're borrowing.
Yeah, it's fine.
for the
No.
betterment
Yeah.
of the party.
For
And
the greater good.
and as you guys are, or whoever is getting up on deck to get it out, get it from Frederick, comes up, you can see that Adune is already willing to help and has started pulling out the tentacle with her multitudinous arms and just like this long train, almost centipede-looking thing of a tentacle
That
with
thing's
wooden arms.
excellent.
And it
I'm just
is-
saying, guys, we should see what we could do with this thing, cause don't know what's possible, but it's a lot of tentacle skin.
We could definitely do a lot.
We could make
Yep.
sleeping.
Sleeping bags, I guess. Yep, anti-magic sleeping bags.
A whole
Yeah, but then we'd have to like preserve
Well,
it.
you
That's
can
like
put it in the
a-
bag of holding and it stays
like a
in
process.
stasis.
It smells bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to make sleeping bags out of it, right, you then have to like
Yeah.
can it or
It's
preserve it. Or
probably
treat it in
I
some
mean, I've
way.
got a
anybody
crafting
know how to do
skill,
that?
but it's definitely a I mean, you have survivals, that would be you.
panning leather.
Otherwise, we just have to wait until we get to a location. But we
Yeah.
could do some tests and figure out what it does, and people who like it can make leather stuff out of it. But yeah,
So are you going up on deck to skin this thing? That would be my next question. Is it, or am I dropping this over the edge for you and onto the beach?
thick's cleaner, right? Otherwise, it'll get covered in sand.
Well, it should probably be done.
Hmm.
Yeah, it'll get covered in
Is
sand.
there
It should
enough
probably
room
be
in
done
our kitchen?
Dune's kitchen, honestly.
It would span the entire galley down below, but
Wait, what would happen if you put the ring of reasonable size on it and then skinned it when it's only fist size and then took it off again?
I mean, so what would it resize as is the question. So like I have the ring on,
Mhm.
right? I think I'm always wearing the ring of reasonable size. So then when I pick it up, it would resize.
Yes.
So
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
that's
what
true.
I
You have
can
to pick
attempt
the
to
whole
do is
thing.
pick the thing up. The tentacle.
So are you
And
going to?
see how it resizes.
I'm just trying to get context here. So are you on the boat now, or are you standing off the side and then did you right? Yeah.
Oh, so the
Right
tentacle.
now,
where is
though,
the
it's
tentacle?
being
So it was
held
in
aloft
Warren's
by
bag.
quite a lot of wooden arms on Adune's deck, and it's kind of poking. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk
Yeah,
up to where it
yeah.
is.
She brought it up to almost right at the
I
ladder
don't. Is it on
point
the front
there, and
or the
it kind of
back?
spans. Or the drawing
Okay. Yeah.
freehand. No, we don't want rectangle. We want line. No, that's regular. Okay, that should work. Spanning from like here. Why does that? That's weird. Oh, from there to there.
So just so you know, a dune is like, so I can't see that. So like even my character is underneath a dune.
Yeah, I
A dune
know what
is
you mean.
definitely like brought to front if
We'll
you use
just,
As she
PowerPoint.
should be. Hashtag queen.
Yes.
We'll just move it off to that side for a second though, and you can see
True.
the length of it.
Very true.
Um,
Ah.
and
Okay.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
I
so
put
I'm
her
gonna
on
walk
map
up
layer.
up the ladder, and like pick up this
Can you see
end
her?
of it. Oh, except now I'm
Oh
everything's dark.
god.
It just disappeared from there.
World's gone gray.
Oh, I know. Just moved.
There we go.
There we go. Now all is right. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick up the
All right. You pick up the one end, and as you're holding
end.
that, it starts to shrink and then kind of sucks out of Adune's rest of the hands, like snaps out of them and resizes into the size of your palm. Because you're able to hold up just a portion
That's awesome.
of this particular entity, and it kind of
Oh,
took your
shit.
intent in mind here.
So easy to fillet that now.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna carry it downstairs into the galley and
Things about
skin it because this is gonna be infinitely easier.
things about the
I guess that's why I
size of a
rolled 23.
large kibalsa, and you have no problem taking just like a kitchen knife and running it along the backside of it and peeling the skin off.
Nice.
You've moved to the kitchen, so you're taking the skin off, and as it detaches, it resizes all around you. So now you're just like pressed up against the wall with the skin and still holding tight. Actually, you know what? Roll a dex save to see how well you hold on to the
Oh
now
no!
skinned arm. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
gonna be slimy, right?
That's gonna be great.
Dex save.
17. Yeah, you still hold on to that at least, but you're pushed up against the wall with like the skin resized and filling the kitchen up, with you pressed up against like one of the portholes. Your face is kind of close by, and you're like, looking outside at everybody.
While she does that, I'll start rolling up, trying to pack up the skin best I can to like make room.
At this point, I am just watching and here for encouragement and probably not much help.
Takes you probably a while, but you eventually get it rolled up and Mime unpressed up against and held to the wall with the skin.
Gonna
Yeah. You're covered in goo.
express my thanks. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Just
It's
so
like
you know.
Yay.
Smart.
I'm gonna go outside and try to wash that off in the ocean. I'm gonna apologize profusely to Adune. Like, sorry, Adune, I was trying to.
Oh, it's okay, dearie. I
avoid this
understand.
exact
It sometimes
situation.
takes a second or two to think through the plans that you've got in your head to keep in your head. It's
Dennis
pretty.
got so much shade.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard on my behalf though too, as most of the things I used to be able to do I can no longer do. So it's a lot of the time for me whenever I'm trying to form a thought, it's that sensation of when you no longer have the things you're used to. Like if you no longer had your lighter kit, your flint and steel, how do you start a fire? But every time you go to start a fire, you're like, oh, I'll just go get oh shit, I don't have that anymore.
Wow. It's really deep.
That would be.
What are you missing? We could get it for you. You deserve it.
You know what? I haven't.
I mean, outside the ability to fly, which we are currently getting you, but
I
in
have
the
never
future.
had that. I am very much looking forward to that, and you don't owe me anything. I appreciate all of you having saved me from the sacrifices that were being used to power me before. Beyond that, I mean, I haven't started a list, but I could work on one while you're away.
Sure.
Always good to have a wish list.
Yeah. You're one of us. You should get stuff too.
Oh, that is
Indeed.
kind.
One of us. One of us. All right. Nice. Now we need to cook this stuff up and then test the plate thing, and off we go.
So we're making sushi, right?
Oh, I can do that. Which recipe did we settle on? She's saying all of the stuff in your guys' heads too, so it looks like you guys are more or less talking to yourselves. Or
Are we
you know.
scaring the creatures on the beach?
No, most of them have been leaving you guys more or less alone.
I hope so.
Wondering,
Yeah,
is it
why are-
worth? Do you think Red Dragons like spicy food? Should we make like a spicy curry instead of like a hot pot or like a?
Can we make a history check to see if we remember this?
Oh, you would all know
How
that
funny would it be if he didn't? Spicy.
it is generally thought, in the cultures of the Red Dragons that they do prefer spicier. Actually, no, take that back. To them, cold is like everyone else's spice. So things that have a cooling sensation burn them in a way, like ice
Huh.
and such. But that's just a taste of their culture. You don't know this particular, Red Dragon's palate though.
Hmm? What do you guys think? I'll leave it to you.
I'm thinking the silence means I get to choose my recipe, unless you guys had something in mind. I heard a few thrown out.
I do, man.
Yeah.
I would make it spicy adune. I would
Okay,
use
I
all the
can do
spices
that.
at your disposal.
I will have
Work
something
well
whipped up
together.
in a few hours, probably. And
Like a
with
Cajun crab boil.
That's how long it should take us to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because remember we have to get up
But,
to the mountain,
so
right?
should
We still have to hike up
you
there.
give me the meat then, or I know you're still holding on to it there, Mime. And the crabs I talked about, and what about these goats? I heard tale.
Oh,
The goats he wants alive.
yes.
Oh, okay. I mean,
But we need to do some testing to see if we can use the plates like we want to. Right?
Oh, I don't think the plates are going to be the problem. No, I think as long as we take a plate with us, and one stays
Okay.
on a dune, when we get up there, the plate should teleport us.
Well,
Getting the
the
goats
goats
through
I
the
think
portal
was
might
the
be a
idea
little bit of a
was
problem.
let's see if we
That
can
I
shove
think we
one
should
of them into
test.
a bag of holding. And then so long as we take them out within 10 minutes, they'll be okay.
I think they're lovely
Adune, how do you
animals as
feel
long
about
as they're not
goats?
shitting on my dicks.
Okay, so we should go.
Maybe we should tie the goats to a dune?
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, that would
Right, like
probably
with
be a
little
good
tethers.
idea.
That way they can run around on the beach, but they can't leave. Or, I mean, are the goats in a pen right now? I guess we need them on a Dune's Hall. Never mind. Yeah,
Because like
I
my
think we
siblings can chill here
should
too, and
tether the
like
goats to
you
a
know
Dune.
watch
That way she
them.
has some friends for
Rawr
watch them. Watch them as well as they can.
has
Which is dubious at
full
best.
trust in them.
um,
Well, we know what the next one shot is.
because yeah, I'm assuming.
Goat chasing across the island.
Yeah, that would be a fantastic fucking one shot. Just Rorelson's watching goats. Oh yeah, because I'm assuming it's going to take us, knowing us, it will not just take us 10 minutes to get to the volcano, right? Even if it takes these guys typically a day, I feel like it's going to take us like a week.
The bag of holding
So
for
I
a
don't
week.
want to put the goats into a bag of holding.
They're dead. They'd be dead.
I mean, I could revivify them, right?
Right.
But
They
they probably won't be
moldy.
fresh at that point. I don't know how well they'll taste.
I mean, Yeah, I guess that's a good question. Like, how are they being stored currently, and can we just continue storing them that way until we need them?
You're unsure. You'd seen a couple kind of being herded and they were grazing just on the shore and with only a kobold to guard them, and they were kind of like on leashes, almost like dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So you have no idea where the rest of them are.
They must have a shepherd then. Should we wake up one of our companions and just be like, "Watch these goats"?
I mean, that could probably be a good thing right there. Make
Yeah.
use of everyone who's got narcolepsy.
I mean, I think we've got the plan in place. We just need to put somebody here in charge of watching the goats. Like as they graze and stuff. Do we have a druid?
Yeah, don't we?
Um,
Never remember which campaign Willow is in.
Willow's in the evil because she hasn't played very
Not
much.
this one. I mean, or do we just want to like designate someone that's not the Royalsons to stay behind and watch the goats? That is a very important
Wisteria is a ranger.
task.
You've got Zenora as a monk. And
Ranger would work.
a Goliath paladin. Might just eat the goats.
Yeah. They might just think they're snacks.
Popcorn shrimp. Help.
So
Corn
is the plan
shrimp's
to leave
wool gets stuck in my teeth.
plan to leave the Rarlson brothers behind to inform the other people that you're watching goats?
Yep. And then
That
the
they're
rest of us will begin making our way up the mountain.
Okay.
We also have to bring we'll have to bring or teleport in the chest of gold, the jars that we need. So
I think Kat has the chest. I think that was shoved into your bag of holding, but I don't remember exactly. Or no, it was put on
Okay.
Adune's. It was put on Adune. That's what you guys did with both of those things. That's where Adune would chime in. I think I still have those.
So we'll have to be able to get those to where we're going at the end of this. So either in the bag of holding now, or grab them when we grab the goats and the seafood and stuff.
Perhaps it might be smart to hold on to a sample.
True.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea, right?
Just in case we have to bribe any goblins or orcs along the way.
Like if you like this, there's more of that.
Right? Don't eat us.
Eat this.
Punch in
Oh,
face.
I meant a sample, not of the food. Although that's not going to be ready for a little while now. You do hear some stuff kicking around in the kitchen, some pots and pans and some chopping away. But I meant of the jar. I think you need one of these jars. And you see one of the hands
Oh, the
come to
breath
the side.
jars.
Yeah, and holds
Yep.
a large, pretty large jar that looks pretty much like any other canning jar, though. Other than that, it's got some fractal patterns all along the outside of it.
This is nice.
Hmm.
Do we have like a contract that we needed to have them sign with the queen? If we do, we should alter it to include us as permanent go-betweens. Play the game.
Play the game, get paid. I like it.
Capitalism.
Yes.
Well,
I
like we
don't
could
know
set
if
up
we
an
constantly
entity,
wanna be
and
a
like
go-between.
we could just have our own like side
Um,
company. Just
Free.
hire someone else to do it.
Free Gulliver and trap him back in the same place that he was doing with the same trades and everything too with Chandar. But just pay him. But just pay him now. We're
That's
capitalists.
true.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we
Why can't we?
adventurers?
We
Are we
could be both.
adventurers or are we
We
I
could
mean-
be
entrepreneurs?
both.
Like, what are we doing here?
So far, all we've done.
Can you? I feel like that's the dream. Can I have a full-time
I mean,
career and be a successful
Let's take a
mother?
look
I
at
don't
everything
know.
in this good
Like-
campaign that we've done so far. So far, it's been making corporate contracts, and business connections. I wasn't there for that.
I don't. We saved the continent by a horde. Yeah, we
Ah.
got rid
We
of a
did do
horde
that.
of monsters that were gonna come out of
Man.
the chasm.
Sounds like a foot in your door to politics.
Yeah. Because right now, all that we're
Right.
doing right now is trying to get a Dune to fly. The only reason we're doing any of this is so a Dune can fly and we can go on more adventures. There's definitely a sky world
I mean,
that
100% agree,
we're
but
gonna
don't
find
forget we
after
also
Dune
have a
can fly.
2%
I can feel it.
take on the any profits. We can fund Dune and our sky adventures while not doing anything
Yeah.
for the adventure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the point of adventuring if we're not doing it for gold? But I watched.
You do it
I
for
watched
adventure
the
and
D&D
friendship, right?
movie. A friendship is magic.
Anyway,
Okay. Well, we definitely do at least need to
Yep.
figure out the goat situation. Adune is cooking, so we can start the journey
Yeah.
towards
Yep.
the cave.
do this.
we're
kingdom.
told
We need
there
to
are
get to Mordor,
goblins
guys.
and orcs along the way.
More people to make friends with, right?
But yeah, yeah, Mordor, yeah.
Or more,
We're gonna
creatures
have a little
to
army by the time we're done.
capture.
So I was saying, if we could pay 1,000 gold and get that other ship,
Maybe that's our true goal.
we could
Just
become
to
admirals.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
think of it in that sense.
Yeah.
Buying a ship for 1,000 gold.
Just turn him into
Or
a
getting
trader.
ourselves a ship for 1,000 gold.
I mean, he's already going back and forth between Chandar and wherever he's going.
Yeah. I mean, as long as he never sees any of those people again, it's fine.
If
Can
this is
promise
something
him
we
a
seriously
beach
want to
house
do, I'm sitting on
on his own
970 gold.
Mhm.
So
Ooh.
I've got 100
Add that extra
on
30.
me. I guess the question is, when I was talking to him, DM,
Mhm.
when I asked if he was able to bring the ship with him, he indicated he could not, right? Just him.
Come on,
Correct. Not for
Okay.
that not for that price. That was your
Okay.
question towards him.
So we would just be getting a kobold to join the crew.
Come on, lay down.
Oh, that doesn't include the
Okay,
ship.
Lay down.
That does not include the ship, but he could be our first employee.
Is he ready for?
Yeah.
Well, we're
then
gonna
we'd
get the
have to get the
2% if we
so we
get
can
this
pay our
done,
employee.
regardless, because that's in addition to getting a Dune to fly. So we'll have a little bit of money coming in.
You guys are doing the normal looking at a price and doubling it because it was a 1%. Just so you're remembering.
Yeah, I
But
remember it being
ourselves, it's
pretty
two.
low.
Shush.
but it was also like the real figures were shared with Mime was the only one that actually seen the real number. Never shared it with anyone else of what it would be. The estimate of it, anyways.
Like, gold is great. Well, we can get treasure by
vaguely remember
adventuring.
this.
We can also hedge our bets like drug dealers and invest heavily in the stock market.
We're pharmacists.
We're bad people.
We're the best kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
There might
right?
be.
I mean, we are technically.
This is the good campaign.
Might come a reckoning if you guys keep seeing yourselves as bad.
It sucks straight into hell.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
Yeah,
think we would
circle
then
back
get
to
back to this
that.
conversation
It's
to like
Whatever
what is
Micropolis
good.
thinks.
No, it's ambiguous, ambiguous, and I'd left it a little bit up to you guys in the sense of what you guys felt, and we kind of decided, at least at the time, which means that it could change in the future, of the
Here's
fact that it was that, like, generally good people are less self-serving and are in the benefit of others, and evil people are in it only for themselves and only really care about themselves.
But what if we plan on starting a foundation with this money? Like, create a corporate empire, but build hospitals.
That's totally doable, right?
We're gonna bring big pharma into the D&D universe. Yes. You want to have a baby? Boom! 30,000 gold, please.
We just had to convince ourselves that it's being good.
Yeah,
We provide a high quality service.
We're good, I swear.
Anyway, let's walk up the mountain. We've got
Yeah.
everything we need, right?
You guys had your existential crisis. Time to move on.
Are
I'm
we
a
the
good boy.
baddies?
You guys gonna actually move your characters though?
I've been
Thinking about
staring
it.
at
Oh,
my
okay.
character sheet this whole time.
Am I losing my mind, or is like these gargoyle things moving?
They move, and as you're walking up the path or near the path, you do notice these two gargoyles that are standing at the end of the path, and their heads, although they are stone, their heads move to watch each and every one of you as you pass through them, in between them.
Going through their
Wave.
They do not they lift up they do lift up their hands each in unison and wave.
Maybe these are like a doorbell.
Go give them a boop.
Just boop them.
We'll walk up and poke one on the nose. Hi, this is the crew of the Adune and with Captain Mime. We'd like to see Chandar. We have a business opportunity and several gifts. Thank you. Goodbye. Boop him again.
Doorbell,
I'm
not
trying-
an answering machine.
You never know.
And
Maybe
we all
he's
know that
gone.
because we have our player memories. So
Ah! We fall on
Yeah.
the ground and start screaming.
what is a doorbell? Ah!
I keep trying to make static noises, but none of it comes through. It's pretty funny.
Static happens in our minds whenever our thoughts cross over to things that aren't part of our typical world.
Best thing to do that is a rapper.
Oh,
No, it's cutting that out for me.
It
I
picked
heard-
up a little. Yeah, it picked up.
yeah,
a
I heard a
bit.
little bit. Is what you hear from the mouth of the gargoyle as you're trying to. After you finish talking, it opens up and that comes out.
I don't know if I did it right.
Maybe nobody's home.
Well, this like little guy's here, so he must be expecting a delivery.
What little guy? What are you talking about?
Grover.
Oh,
The name
Gul-
that you put down that I immediately forgot.
Gulliver. Yeah,
Gulliver. Ah, I was close.
you were.
Well, if he's home, he probably got that and it's just waiting, or not home and we'll just have to wait up there, or these things aren't actually answering machines or voicemails. Ow, my brain hurts.
Send him a text message. What's that? Ah.
Oh, speaking of which, did
Blood
you
starts coming out of your nose.
have a cleaning skill in this character, or was that Mame? Okay, yeah, that was Mame then. I was just gonna be curious of
I
how
don't have a
well you
cleaning
cleaned yourself
skill.
up there. It'd probably be something in the vein of survival again, but yeah,
take-
Getting
medicine
clean?
then. Either one's really high for
Survival or
rolling up.
medicine?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, it doesn't. But they're both high
yeah.
for me. It
Medicine
doesn't
makes some
matter. I'm
sense
not trying to
actually too.
like get better numbers. I'm just trying to see what makes sense.
Yeah, you remember to get behind your
got real
ears with that
clean.
21. I moved you up north with the path on everyone else,
Yeah.
since
Where did
everybody
I
else
go?
moved there for the most part. So you
Okay.
guys
Okay.
receive no opposition from the gargoyles, but they're standing there and they're definitely watching.
I'm gonna run up and scratch one under the chin.
But it doesn't move.
That's fine. I'm gonna pet its head. I'm gonna really gently pet it from its nose up to its forehead and between its horns.
Oh, my screen's
couple
gray.
times. Thanks, friend.
I don't see anything.
Let me see. Oh, how about now?
Yeah.
Sweet. So, yeah, you guys get up to there and up to the gargoyles, and seen somebody was looking off in the distance. I don't know what, but you guys can are gonna keep following the path, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I would say we just keep following the path.
Okay.
Does it seem like there's anything suspicious on this path? Does it seem booby trapped?
No, it seems well traveled.
Like my mom.
Hmm.
Ike's not here.
No, he'd be making all of the goat noises.
Oh,
He would.
Okay, I think I got everybody. There we go. You guys round the bend around a large rock outcropping to find another rock outcropping, and it looks like this path is still well traveled, but there's the within not so of recent of times, and there are some like broken bits and bobs that hadn't made it all the way up their journey to the end up the top, and you're hearing off in the distance beside some gulls that are still kind of hanging out down at the shore and making their way into land a little bit here. Some besides that, you're also hearing some of that's not coming through, but chicken noises.
Bugger.
Wild chickens here?
I don't think
I
Cat
look
can,
around
Cat
excitedly.
finds their
can
people.
completely see him from there, but definitely here.
Maybe your family is here.
I chuckle a little bit and I was like, I don't have any family.
Everyone has family, even if
I'm
they're lost.
adopted.
What about your adopted family?
I was gonna say I could probably consider my wizarding master my family. And those
That's-
that I met at the tower.
How did you become a wizard? You're a chicken.
I was a wizard long before I was a chicken.
Wait, what? You weren't always a chicken?
Nope, I didn't start off this way.
Wow.
No, don't worry. I'm clicking
Oh
on some
shit,
shit.
there's a turn order.
I was like, oh
they-
no.
Okay, I was saying. Okay, I was saying, I hear like the Pokemon
Do you miss
fight
having
music in my
thumbs?
head.
I do.
Yeah.
You have no idea how helpful they are.
Rara will begin trying to do stuff without using his thumbs. Yes, this is difficult. As we're walking.
I can kind of grab things with my feet, and I will demonstrate by just like picking up a rock and like putting it back down or chucking it as best as I can, which I do pretty well, but still isn't that easy just because I've gotten used to it.
Mm, I got rid of some of my stuff.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah, I did. Technically, those were. There we go. Bonk, 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 bonk. I was wondering about this earlier. I think when it updated, it removed some of my lighting effects.
Oh, that's slightly irritating.
Yep. Hope you guys got a good look.
I'm still on the map where the beach is at.
Oh,
Yeah, I was wondering if we had changed map.
solid. There we go.
Yes.
He was saved.
Okay, yeah.
Shadow on this
I
rock
can't
kind
see
of looks
shit
like
now.
Fat Cat. Batman turned into a cat.
There is a lot of black. I don't. This is
Oh, and you even got a little
this is
watermark
foreboding.
over here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I made the map.
Nice.
It's fine.
Oh, neat. All right, there's lots to see here. There's more to see.
Hmm?
What to do, looking at the gun. Are we gonna follow the path, or are we gonna explore north? I guess it looks like there's a rock edge. We might not be able to go very far.
Away.
And it moves us all.
This
This
is quite
is
a nice
nice.
area we're traveling through.
I'm gonna climb to the top of a rock and try to get a vantage of the different areas around here. Don't forget,
No
we
wonder
were told
Chandar
that
lives
there
here.
are bandits
nuts.
and orcs and goblins around.
I am actually distracted by those coconuts
Come
and
at me.
want to see if I can try to get.
They are
Um,
very large coconuts. Yes, they were like the size, 2 times, maybe 3 times the size of UCAT. But yes, you can get at them if that's what you're.
Yeah,
you can
I
slap them
want
with.
to get up to them and see if I can knock a couple down.
Unarmed strike, maybe?
Can I use my mage hand to just slap it?
Sure, slap that coconut.
What should I roll?
Uh,
Ooh, babies, not that coconut. Not the coconut.
Performance?
sure.
All right, my performance is bad. Here we go. 3.
You slap the coconut and you with your mage hand, and you hear a solid thud and a whoosh on the inside of the full liquid that's inside. But it does not dislodge. Actually, maybe it does.
I was gonna
And
say, can I keep trying? What if I just slap repeatedly? What if I just do this performance a couple more times until I get the result that I want? Ah! I got a natural one.
as you do so, Hamilton walks by. Roll a deck save.
Oh, no!
Coconuts.
Oh,
kill,
chapeau! I seen it. I seen it coming.
coconuts kill more. Fun fact: coconuts kill more humans than sharks. Anyways,
Oh, coconuts are dicks.
you do hear the first slap, and then as the second slap comes behind, you're looking up between the leaves of the palm tree. You see the nut start to dislodge itself, and you step to the side just in time as it dunk 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 next to you, and the thing is pretty big. It's like bowling ball size.
Hell yeah.
Mime's gonna get turn
If
at
you
the
got-
Slap
sound
again.
and get distracted and just say another one,
Oh,
another one.
much better. 16 this time.
That one immediately dislodges and comes falling down next to the other. More or less at the bottom of this
So
tree,
where are
so
they
somewhere in this
exactly?
direction. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mime's gonna run over and I'm sure this coconut is
Um,
as tall as Mime is. No, you
They were
said 2
bigger
feet
than
across?
cat.
No, more
So
than that.
I think they might be about
Bigger.
half your size at a bowling ball size, which is like, I don't actually know the diameter. Is it what? Oh, your size is 3. I was gonna say.
1.
Um,
I am 3'1".
I think they're like 10 inches
Yeah, they're not
or
that big.
a foot in diameter, somewhere in that range.
I try to smack another one down.
Okay, so Mime is going to.
You get that one down too, with it next to
guess I
there.
have a dagger.
You might want to roll me a deck save though, Mime, with while you're looking at the other ones.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Nice.
I'm not gonna jinx myself. Okay, so what I'm doing with my daggers, I'm gonna take the point. I'm gonna try to stab the coconut to either.
It's a
I want
21
to
for some
get at the
flavor
milk
text.
that's
As you
inside.
look
So
up
I'm
at the
gonna try to
wrestling
stab
above
a
you, as
hole
you see
into
the
it.
coconut falling down, you think quick and use the momentum of the coconut falling from high above and just stick your dagger up as it hits on top of it and lands perfectly on the
Oh, what a
dagger,
genius.
with it starting to dribble liquid out without you pulling the dagger out.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna hold it above my head. I'm assuming I'm that strong, and catch drops of
And it's
coconut milk
delicious.
in my mouth. Yeah, but I guess that's not very efficient. So I'm then gonna put it, turn the dagger upside down, and put the coconut down,
Nice
pull it
check.
out, and notch a little bit more of a hole. Drink some coconut milk,
Yeah.
and then turn and offer some to my. Did you say strength check?
Nice.
This
Even
is
with a
gonna be a
negative
problem.
4, you get a
Wow.
15.
Oh shit!
So-
Look at
Negative
that.
4. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, as
Strength is not.
you're
my
bracing
thing.
yourself, preeminently knowing your own strength used in a different way, I guess. You place one foot on the coconut, both hands on the dagger, and pull, and kind of stumble backwards a little bit before you're able to catch your footing again. But you get it out.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna look
I'll have
around
a
and
sip.
offer some of the coconut milk to the people around me.
I will take a little bit if I can get any of it. Because you said these were pretty big too.
Yeah, you flutter down and look at it as everybody's holding the coconut up over their mouth with the slit open, and you're like, Me next.
Don't know how I'm gonna get it, but me next.
I'm assuming it's a little lighter now because some of the milk's out, so I'm gonna try to pick it up and hold it
Just cup
in
your
a way
hands.
that would get coconut milk into Cat's mouth.
You get I would say, especially with it, the situation, just moving along here, you get it up on your shoulder and then kind of tilt it so that Cat can tilt their head back and is drinking some of the drops of the coconut water.
Do I notice anything when drinking this, or does this just seem like regular coconut water?
Other than it being extremely savory compared to normal coconuts, nothing else.
Oh Jesus!
Very hearty.
Hardy coconuts.
Be hard, hard.
All right. So
Hamilton,
with that,
yourself,
is
and
most of
Cat.
the
No,
liquid
you're
inside
probably
gone?
only like a half, a little bit under maybe.
Oh jeez. I'm gonna look over at
Hey,
Sir Rarlson and like I'm gonna I'm gonna make eye contact
I'll
and like point
try
at the
some, but
coconut
like
and
you
then
say
point
it's
at
milk,
Rarlson, then
but it
point at the
doesn't
coconut.
look like milk. I'll try it.
No, it is coconut milk.
Yeah, begin pouring it out, lapping it
I'm
up
gonna hand it over.
like a cat drinking out of a water faucet.
On
I gesture around at the other
Wasting
trees.
so
I can go
much.
get more if you want. I can climb trees.
No, it's all good. I'm trying to get rid of the liquid
Drink
inside
it.
actually, because I want to crack it open and get some of the coconut
Nom,
meat
nom,
out.
nom. Very good. I hand it back. I'm covered in coconut milk.
All right.
Hmm.
So if there is tainting to be had, yeah, I was gonna say if,
We
if
did
there's
it.
That's what I
something
was
shady
wondering.
about
I
the
was like, are
coconuts,
these
we've now all been
magical?
tainted.
What do we
Yay.
do with them?
Good. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
continue to hack into this coconut now that I'm assuming it's
Oh
mostly
yeah,
empty.
you split it
with the dagger
in
to
half,
try to
losing
split it
about
open.
a half of that half, so you have left a quarter. Actually, no, you spilled some out for the Ralston, so you're probably at like a little under a quarter, as you'd cut it in half there.
Okay. Yeah, so whatever's left in the into, I'm gonna drink the rest of it and then start carving out little pieces of the actual
I look
interior
around for a
coconut
lime
meat.
to put in the coconut.
And yeah, and then so I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna eat, as much as I. Right, I'm assuming I'm kind of hungry. It doesn't seem like we've eaten today. I'm gonna eat as much as makes me happy, and then offer some to the rest of the party. And whatever isn't eaten, I'm gonna put in my backpack.
Yeah.
We'll take some and mosey on our way while we're chewing on it.
You got probably about 5 pounds, maybe 10 pounds of no, not quite 10, but almost 10 pounds of
Ooh.
Yeah. Fair amount of
I'll
coconut.
do 5. 5 seems reasonable.
especially for the size of the thing.
For later. Cool.
But we have to feed the sea monster at some point.
Will it eat
Them
coconut?
LBs.
I don't know.
If it won't, it'll starve.
I mean, we don't want it to starve.
Guess
It's
we're gonna
probably
find
worth a
out.
lot. We'll go fishing.
979.
But if we were to climb one of these rocks and try to get advantage of what's around us and any hidden dangers,
Roll a perception.
I mean, climb
That's a little high,
rock,
okay.
make perception, right?
Yep.
See how I do. Really bad.
What is?
Don't see
Oh,
anything.
there's the
Signs.
chickens. Okay. Can't see shit.
With an
Real
8,
foggy today.
you are
Real distracted.
you're
Butterfly
looking
flies past.
from one of the rock outcroppings, and the first thing you notice, besides your companions, knocking down the coconuts, and you're like, yeah, milk, blah, 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 and then you immediately run directly towards the chickens.
Oh yeah, I mean, hunter eyes dilate. We found our
Is
new
that what
enemy,
I
guys.
see on the rock here?
Yeah, you see one rooster and a couple hens, a few of them actually, and you're also noticing too that the roosters got something of a battle between him and the dragonflies in the area because he's going after them whenever they come near.
How big are
there's-
the dragonflies?
They're a little bigger than average, but not unreasonable. They're probably about your size though, Cat. Full wingspan though.
I want to say that's a pretty big dragonfly.
Yep.
Um, do these just seem like normal chickens?
Yep. They're just they're pecking away at some feed that they've seemed to manage to get from somewhere. You're not sure entirely where. And then you look over at a barrel that's busted open, and you see some of it poking out of there. So you're guessing somebody's been taking care of them somehow. But yeah, they're more or less normal chickens. But as you get up close to the rooster, it gets up on its not hind legs. Gets up on its haunches as much as possible and puffs its chest out and just goes.
I don't do anything. I kind of just like stare at it without like moving or making any gestures. Just like, yep, you're a tough bird. Good for you.
He fans out his tail feathers and starts scratching at the dirt and puts his beak down, facing towards you. It's like he's about to charge almost.
I feel like I don't want to kill this chicken because it probably belongs to someone. And I don't want to start on any unnecessary fights. So I'm going to just kind of like back away. Just
And then-
slowly back.
As you were backing away, it puffs out his chest and just caws at you, just in triumph of.
Yep, you're the winner, bud. You're the big bad bird.
And he starts trying to like mount the closest hen. Mm-hmm.
I'm
do-
just gonna
What
turn
birds
away
do.
from this. Be like, okay, yep, not gonna interact with these and just hop back off the rock and continue on the path.
Sorry, my sister called. What did I miss?
I had a standoff with a chicken.
Oh.
A rooster.
A
Oh.
rooster.
The biggest of the cock.
Currently, the rooster is the bigger of the two cocks because he just backed Cat off.
Yeah, I just don't wanna. Yeah, he's like, I'm the king. Fuck off.
Is now fucking for dominance.
I don't really have an urge to mate with other chickens, so it's fine.
Mommy, you should grab him and like small him down with your ring. And
I-
then we'll see who the big dick is. Sorry,
We're gonna
big
s-
cock is.
The tiny
I was gonna
pet
say-
chicken.
I could cast enlarge on myself.
Yeah.
As you guys two were having that exchange with that particular chicken, you do hear one bay of a goat that seems singular and lost and scared in that direction.
Aw. I
It's a
will
trap.
approach this. I was gonna say I'd
Maybe
approach
it's
it.
just
I'll just
immediately,
act like
it's a
a normal
trap.
chicken,
We
and
should
nothing
stay on
will
this path.
happen.
You don't see anything though. You see the direction you hear it coming from. It almost seems as if it's coming from inside of a rock.
I like it.
Not our goat, not our problem.
First thing
Taking up my farm.
I think about is freaking Jurassic Park when you said it's a trap.
I mean, definitely.
Where's the goat?
Yeah.
So we don't want to find the goat.
Need another goat. And I think the goat is in the rock.
I don't.
I guess I'll just turn to the nearest rock. Do I sense any magic coming from the rocks?
Not from the nearest rock, or any rock for that matter. It seems like they just seem like rocks.
Okay.
All right. I don't want anything from these chickens. I don't want any goats and rocks. We're off to see the dragon, the wonderful dragon of Volcano Island.
Woo.
Because we
Capitalism
want our
is
2%
the way.
profit. Do.
All right, looks like you guys are making a good pace up
Just
the
skipping to the jaunty song.
along the.
Yeah, we're singing, so the work goes better. My tummy is full. I'm satisfied and content.
Oh, it's
very
starting to
pleasant
get
and
warm up
green.
here.
Yep,
All is
and
right.
as you guys are getting closer in that direction, you are starting to hear a bit of a popping, snapping, and crackling of and seeing a bit of a glowing off in the distance.
They have Rice Krispies, guys.
Love Rice Krispies.
I'm so excited. Alright. Should we have like one? When do we bring the goats in? Right? Because we don't want to be like meeting with the dragon and then be like, oh, hold on, we have to go get your gift. Right?
Maybe
I guess
right
just outside,
before
like,
we
the
meet
front
the
door?
dragon.
I mean, maybe. I think it would be fine for like 3 of us to talk to the dragon and 1 to sneak out, quietly and use the plate and then bring the goats in.
Yeah.
Mission teleports out. Fight commences.
Yeah, I think we want to meet. I think we should. Yeah, I think we should meet the dragon without goats and then suddenly appear them. I think that might be impressive. We might impress the dragon. Might be able to convince them that we are, very skilled.
And we have gold for it. Like, and as we first walk in, was the plan, right? Hold up like a big like gold thing and be like, "Oh, mighty dragon."
We bring you treasures and shinies.
Beseech thee not to eat me.
Instead, eat this.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it would be even better if we just like the goats pop out one at a time. Eat here, have a goat. Here, have a
Yeah,
goat.
I like that.
Here, have a goat. Here, have some sushi. Here, have a goat.
Just so I don't know if that
More where
changes
that
anything,
came
but these
from.
are his goats.
That's fine. He doesn't. We don't need to explicitly tell him that. He
That's
can
totally
be expecting
true.
to get goats from the people. The what's his face? It's things we saw on the beach. Yeah,
Again,
we don't
this
have to
begs
tell
the
him they're his
question:
goats.
Are
We're
we
not,
the
he's not expecting
baddies?
them from us. We can just provide him with goats.
No, we're resourceful.
No, because we're working for the queen. We are
Yeah.
we are
you-
working for
you
the
guys
queen, and in
crest the
general,
last
dragons are
rise,
not the good guy.
And you s- oh, and you see a set of stairs that take you up to the very last top. That's on either side of cliffs. It almost looks as if somebody's carved the stairs right out of the cliff face. And on as you crest the stairs, you see a path that's been heavily laden with earth from the paths that you're assuming are made through the jungle to this point, to keep the heat down, because you're seeing lava spilling out from along the edges of the volcano that's at the center mass of the island, with the obsidian cliffs and these tendrils of lava that have made their way arkingly across over to the beachhead island that you're standing on, with the ocean flowing in between them or under them, you assume. And there is one, looks like kobold that's made it up here. He's got a broken reel behind him, but a box full of fish. He's kind of sitting at the cliff's edge on your side, not on the volcano side, and dangling his legs over it. Over here.
Oh, should we go talk to them? Yeah.
Hey, this water looks nice. Yeah, there are things living in the water. I kind of want to go in it.
Looks like some pretty big fish in the water here. Can I tell how deep the water is here?
It varies. There are pools intermittently. They seem to be relatively shallow, compared to the ocean. But you're looking anywhere from, you know, uh, 5 to 30 feet, depending upon the spot. There are some like brushed up areas that are closer to the shore that look like they're shallower, where there's um, seaweed and such that have washed up and coalesced there, and some other types of sea life that is growing in the shallows.
Should we risk going in?
Maybe talk to the guy first.
It seems pretty like Mime kind of just wants to. Yeah, probably. Mime wants to like cannonball in, but I'm concerned because it's real deep. So yeah, we should probably go talk to the guy.
Pew, pew.
I'm gonna run up and give
Oh,
him some
hello.
finger guns.
This help people greet one another. Where are you from? And then just gives finger guns back, all questioningly.
Oh yeah, Mime's just gonna have this big goofy smile on their face. Be like, yes. It's everything I wanted. I'm just gonna go, hello?
Oh, you
My
speak
name is
common.
Mime.
How wonderful.
I was
I
wondering if
know
you
a
know
few
anything about
things,
the
and he
water
looks
here.
to be like an older kobold. He's kind of hunched over, and he goes, "I tend to spend most of my time just fishing for Chandar, though here, this is his land. These are the shallows and the reefs of Chandar's island." Oh, quite a lot, I'd
How
say.
much fish does
Probably on
Chandar
any
usually
normal
eat?
day. At least 3 of these boxes here, and he slaps the side of the
Woo.
the big crate that he's got, which is easily 10 foot in length and 5 foot wide.
Wow, so then would like
I'm gonna turn back to the
Well, we've
I'm gonna
got
maybe.
the
turn back to
big.
the crew and be like, maybe we should get some
Go ahead.
crab. I don't know, but between the Yeah, we still did the tentacle. So between the crab and the tentacle and the goats, we might be good. Anyway.
Oh, certainly, if you're
I'm
not
gonna look, I'm
afraid
gonna
of
say,
the
so is the water here good for swimming?
some of the creatures that are there. I would stay away from any spiky looking objects. Most of the urchins around here are quite annoying. But if you can get at their meats, they're pretty delicious.
Noted. Very noted. All right.
Oh,
I'll probably
gladly.
refrain from swimming on this day.
Also, it
Alright, good
seems
sir,
you've
thank you very
chosen a
much.
good day as the annoying madcap Feyant haven't slowed your journey down. Usually they attack those that crest the hill there. I was waiting actually to see if they would do it. Maybe they'll do it on your way out. Just watch for that.
Yep. They might still get us.
There's still time.
On that, are you guys making it across the land
Very
bridge as
fair. Thank
quickly
you
as
for the
possible, or?
Run!
Okay.
I'm not gonna like
I-
run, but I'm gonna
If
continue
you-
on the path.
Actually, I'll wait until next time because I think this is a good stopping point right before you enter the cave there. Because I have it set up and everything, but as opposed to describing it a second time when we start back up next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I second this because I would like to go to
Fair
bed.
enough.
Bella's been like bothering me for the past 20 minutes. It is bedtime.
Right?
Awesome, good session. Look at all that progress we made. We got off the beat. We got off the due day.
Yeah, I feel like
we
we're never
started
this
in the
productive.
ocean, guys, and now we're like almost to the
We
volcano.
had like 6
goodness.
possible different distraction
We're
options.
killing it,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah,
ate.
we're just like, nope.
Nope. Thanks.
We did catch crabs, yeah.
But that was for the dragon.
We did catch crabs. And negotiated goats. But we did things.
Yeah.
We didn't just like.
We're
ignore
doing good.
everything.
Yay!
We talked to
Mame is
people.
proud.
I'm very proud of us. Very good session.
She's a happy captain.
Craig is
My
smiling right
mom's
now.
finally proud of me.
OST's the light.
All right. Why?
You
Yes.
too.
You too.
Happy Turkey Day.
I'm out of here.
Enjoy
you all
the
have a
turkey.
delightful Thanksgiving.
Turkey, turkey, turkey.
Yeah, happy turkey
And the
day.
pumpkin.
3
Yeah.
of them?
Always 3 of them. You can't just have
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Oh,
It's like
that's fair.
Beetlejuice.
One can only hope.
Good night, then.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.